All right, so to create the first design, all you have to do is choose the spiral tool. You just have to go here where there is the line segment tool, press on this little arrow, and there you have it, the spiral tool. And now you press once, and it gives you the number of segments, the decay, the radius, and the kind of style you want to have. I want to have this open-ended, but I want to increase the number of segments, and I'm going to press OK. And this gives me the standard size that it has to give. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select the spiral tool again and hold Alt and Shift and draw it all yourself. If you don't hold Alt and Shift, it would still do the same since it's a spiral, so it would hold. Now I'm going to bring it here in the center. And then all I have to do is put the text around the spiral. And for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this text tool. And when you bring it close to this spiral, it changes its shape and turns into text on path tool. And all you have to do is click on it once, and you have this whole lot of text that has been put on it. All I have to do is go here and increase the size of this text. And this gives you a nice big sized text going through it. And now if you want to change the shape of the spiral, all you have to do is select it and then choose the direct selection tool. And then you can see there are a lot of anchor points. Click on any one of them and you can start moving around the shape of the spiral. You can in fact change it and select multiple points. Let's say we hold these two and kind of bring them in, and you can make those changes in the shape that you want to do. And as you can see, as you try and open it up and move further away, the spiral opens up itself, which is a very interesting thing to notice about this spiral. And you can make it like this shape of a letter in itself and make it look like E. But then you can, of course, click on it and just click any other anchor point that you want to change, and you can make the changes that you want to have and increase and decrease the shape or the loops of the spiral and keep on changing it just the way you want and customize it if you want to do so. So that's the first thing. So there's one more thing we can do with the spiral, and we have it selected. And if I click on it, if we increase the decay, reduce the radius a bit, and keep the segments to give it a kind of a bigger spiral shape, increasing the decay and reducing the radius will give you a more circular kind of a spiral shape. As you can see here, now I can click on it and increase its size and increase its stroke a bit so that it's visible. And now all you have to do is take the text tool and click on it, and this fills up the whole area and fills it with the stroke. And with this, you have a more exciting spiral kind of going shape inwards. And you can double click on it using the text tool, and you can come on it and start changing the text if you want to. That's up to you. You can completely change the size, the shape, all the things that you want to do with the text. Change the segments, make it more interesting, increase the size, change the colors, and do stuff that would make you happy and create the kind of design you want to. It's up to you completely what you want to do with it. You can change the part of the color, and there's always so much more that you can do with the spiral in the text depending on what you want to create. All right, now let's move on to the second design. For the second design, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the text tool, and I'm going to write the name of my channel, floppy to Rocky. And I'm going to change the font to a nice, thick, chunky font. I'm going to choose one of my favorites, which is Gotham. And not on Ultra, but I'll keep it on black. So once I've written the text, I need to convert it into outlines. And now I can go here in the brushes and save it here. Now it's important to convert it into outlines because in the brushes panel, you can always save an object, but not a text. So you have to make sure you convert it into an object. And when you save it, select the pattern brush and press OK. You can make changes here, increase the spacing so that each letter looks distinct. So I'm going to keep it at 5%, and we can change it later on if I want to. And I'm going to press OK. So I can delete this now. The brush is here inside. All I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circle by choosing the ellipse and converting it into a stroke. and I'm going to increase the stroke a little bit more so that we can see it clearly. And I'm going to bring it here in the center. And now all I have to do is, with this stroke selected, I have to go in the brushes and apply this. And this would allow the text to come on top of it. And there is one more thing that you can do now, and that is to create a spiral inward shape. You have to copy paste it inside. And instead of copy pasting it one by one, all you have to do simply is choose this text and go here in the appearance panel. And now in the FX, go here in distort and transform, and in transform. You want it to go inwards, so you want to scale it horizontally and of course vertically as well. So I'm gonna reduce it to, let's say, 94 here and slightly off 98 here, so that it's not a perfect circle and it's kind of spiraling shape. And I'm going to increase the copies so that we can see, and I'm going to reduce it even further so that it's nicely inwards. And then I'm going to reduce this one as well, and it's fine here. I'm going to reduce more on the horizontal and less on the vertical. And now I can increase or decrease the angle. For that, I'll put it 10 copies to see what it's looking like at the moment. And now I can change the shape of it if I want to. And in this way, you can create a unique kind of a spiraling shape that goes on inside. Now, there is one more thing that we can do to give it a better highlight in the background, and that is to put a thick band or a stroke that covers up the whole text. That's what we are going to do next. All right, for the third and the final variation, let's select this ellipse tool and let's again create a proper circle. So I'm going to make a copy of it. I'm going to press Ctrl C. I'm going to push it to the back. So I'm going to paste in the back and press Ctrl B. And you can see that in the layers. So we have two ellipses. And I'm going to select the ellipse that is on the top. And now I'm going to apply the text brush that we had created. That's the first one. And now for the ellipse that's below, I'm going to increase its stroke width so that it covers up the whole area. And now to this stroke, we can apply a different color. We can go in the gradient and apply a gradient on the stroke. So we have the stroke on it, and we can give it this nice color. There are already pre-made colors here. I'm going to keep it on this one. I'm going to press OK. And I'm going to add a background, pressing M and making it 1500 by 1500, which is the size of my artboard. And of course, I'm going to change it and make it black. I'm going to center align it. I'm going to push it to the back. And then I'm going to come here in the layers. And I'm going to select these both. And I'm going to group them together. I'm going to make it look even a little bit bigger. And again, I'm going to go, since it's a group now, let's go back here in the appearance panel. And from here, we'll go in the distort and transform. And I'm going to make 10 copies. And let's reduce it on the horizontal. Let's see how it turns out. Whoops, 99, 98. It looks fairly nice. On the vertical, I'm going to reduce it a little bit. And I'm going to move it on the vertical scale just a bit upwards, and then just like this. And now let's rotate it and let's see what do we have. I'm going to increase the copies and I'm going to see how it looks like on 20. Whoa, a bit too much. So it looks like a stylized band. You can keep it around 15 and reduce it to 15 as well and press OK. And in this way, you can make a stylized spiral looking text. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll be back soon with a new tutorial.